Good morning. It is Thursday, the 3rd of November here in overcast. At least it's not stormy, Port Elliot, South Australia. So it's just coming up to the 8 a.m. I decided not to wait completely until the time I went down, purely because it gives us a little bit of intro time, doesn't it? So good morning, Nat. Happy Thursday. Yes, I'm keeping warm. I have put back onto my bed the mink blanket thing that I've got, that nice warm that I took off. And I have already shown Michaela's good morning. So good morning, lovely, to you as well. And Sarah, good morning, lovely lady from Sarah. So thank you for being here. I'm going to continue onward so that we get our reading done in good time. And I'm rosboundy, psychic medium, bringing this to you into my Facebook page, my Facebook profile, mytimetv.live in Facebook, and my YouTube channel, and also into the Soul Software LENORMAND card group. So that's where I'm sending it to 5 destinations, and successfully this morning without the hurry to get things sorted in an alternative way. It is a happy Thursday and your heater's on as well, Michaela. I'm not surprised. It was cold last night. I actually woke up at 3 o'clock, so I've been up since then because I couldn't get back to sleep. I had got too cold. By having taken off my usual blanket that I normally have on through winter, it took off ready for spring, and we're nearly at the end of spring and it's still not warm. Gee, it's amazing, isn't it? Good morning, Shaz. Lovely to have you here. So tune into your psychic senses, your spiritual realm, your guardians, whatever you access as far as getting your signs and symbols and interpretations, as well as whatever it is that I help you along with my intuitive interpretations. So here we go, over to the cards. What we're using is I was going to use this one, but it's hard to see, and I did bring my Apple pencil in. I found it. So what we're using is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, the plain edition. I still haven't caught up with Leanne for my bag that hopefully she has. I haven't actually asked her whether she did collect it. I presume she has from the Psychic Weekend Expo. What we've got here is the Owl card. Amazing things will happen. And that just looks like we're ready and just moving into the energy of what is in front of us and ready for it. Look at those wings, the confidence, that beautiful face on that owl. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? As you know, I like the owls. Now, the cards that we've got spread in the 5-card pattern, the spread is the usual we've been using. So it's the birds are in the home space. We've got the sun in our workspace. At the unexpected card, which is at the top, we've actually got the park gardens. And then at the bottom, which is our role, the energy that's in that is the snake. And then we've got in the center that pivot card or the outcome card. It is the ring. So it's wonderful things are going to happen today. And Shaz, you're ready, going to fly. I'll let that scroll up just for a moment. So with that flying, what we have got here is the birds. Now, birds certainly do come in, flutter around, and in this depiction, what we've got is the communication. It is the communication card. It's the one where it's almost, I don't think you have the water coolers at workspaces anymore as such, although I suppose they are. But there's the opportunity where we've got in our home space, chatter, talk to each other, get off the phones, get away from the screens and actually talk to each other. Even if it is just light banter or chatter, it could even be something that's more meaningful. Just make sure that you are actually communicating in that verbal sense, putting your voice out and actually speaking what you're needing to say. And the other half of that, the other part of what goes with that speaking and communication is actually hearing. We need to be concentrating and really putting attention to listening well as well. It's not one way. It really is a two-way street when you've got to speak and be understood. You need someone to listen, to understand, okay? So in the home space, that's what we've got as our energy. It's beautiful, isn't it? Sorry about my hair, but I did jump in the shower and it's still a bit wet and dangly and tickling my forehead. So here we go with the sun in that workspace energy. So things are really going to heat up, warm up, bring some solidity, bring some warmth to grow whatever it is that you're doing. Allow that focus to, I suppose, develop and have that beautiful shining light on whatever it is you're doing, so that it is giving you clarity, giving you that forward visual of what it's lighting up the pathway of what you're doing next, and bringing a wonderful clear aspect to what you're doing in your workspace today. So trust that energy, that as you're feeling it for whatever you're working on, that it's bringing warmth, joy, happiness, stability, a smile to the face. Remember this, the sundial, perfect time for everything in your workspace. And remember, when you finish with your work, knock off and come back home. Take a walk in the gardens, in the park. This is what the unexpected card is. It's taking those moments when you can to actually have time out, to appreciate all the beauty that we have around us. As you can tell, it's an absolutely beautiful card, this one, because of the way it's a little more formalized, but it can be whatever you want it to be or wherever you want it to be in Mother Nature. And getting outside, getting in the public arena as well with your work, start to publish some stuff. And with your family and your home space, really, you can show it off if you want to as well. And your family, be proud. Bring it up into wherever you are in that space, to show that loving energy around both your work and your home space, that it's nurturing, it's being as it's meant to be in its natural form, as in Mother Nature, garden and parks. Then our role with that, it is a bit of protection. It's also being on the attack if something's not quite right, being wary of other things happening around us. It is, for me, I feel the snake is a protection role. And for today, it's keeping that eye out and just sensing when things aren't quite right, that you put your alert factor on so that you are in that mode. But it's not for all day. I think this is really just being part of what is a natural process of taking a little bit of security around what you do in your workspace. Be aware of what you're meant to have there, as your confidentiality rules, your filing system, and things that are for security factor. We've seen a lot of things happening in, hacking and cybersecurity. So make sure that there's things in place to protect. And in your home space, of course, you're going to defend what is your family, your home space, in whatever way you need to. But it's not necessarily in that aggressive or sneaky way. It's just being aware. Having your senses open, so snakes sense with their tongue and all the rest too, remember? So have all those senses tuned in. And then as we're looking at our outcome, it really is, what are you promising yourself through the day? What are your goals? What things are going to shine up? By the end of the day, you'll have that beautiful cycle completing in that ring. And if you've made intentions right now for the start of your day, those intentions are going to be honoured and completed and shine like that gem that they are, because you've made them for, well, what are the good intentions in your day? So that's where I think, connecting that with the amazing things that are going to happen that the owl is bringing in, trust that. And there is going to be the jewel in your cycle, your ring, that's going to come to completion for the day to day in whatever you set as your intentions. Okay, so that's the card reading for today. So I hope that you can see that in place in your day as you move forward in it, with all sorts of lovely things going to happen. Set that intention and move forward in that, knowing that whatever it is that you do set into place, that you start on your journey, it is going to be completed today. And things will progress with that beautiful energy of the sun through the day as well at your workspace. And the work can overflow into your home space to a degree, but don't allow it to overtake. Take time out in Mother Nature and all that there is, that is the beauty around us. And You've got 2 cards that need the mechanic. One, central. Oh, won't start at the others. Transition has failed. Oh, you need honest people. Well, there you go. That's what you're going to be intending, isn't it, Sandra? Have it work for its full completion of what your intentions are. It is going to be that you'll find a wonderful mechanic that'll do the honest thing and all the rest. So thank you for sharing that too, Sandra. And thank you, Michaela and Dee. Lovely to have you popping in as well. It's a beautiful set of cards. I love them all the time. They're great. So thank you, Sharon. There's Shaz, and we're going swimming soon. Well, I hope that's still the intention. It's mine. We'll see you tomorrow at around the 8 o'clock. Certainly put love in your day from your heart out and into the world, and keep being the best you that you can be. Namaste.